Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Spencer Cronk. I'm the Austin City Manager. I'm joined this afternoon by Jackie Sargent, General Manager for Austin Energy, and Craig Brooks. We are here to give a status update on the efforts around restoring power to our citizens and customers. And we brought you here to give a sense of how we're working with many partners to ensure that we are providing all the resources that this community needs so we can have an all-hands-on-deck effort. This has been a collaborative work with our partners across the region, and Craig's going to speak to that in a few minutes. But first, I'll hand it over to Jackie Sargent.
Thank you, Spencer. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I'm Austin Energy General Manager Jackie Sargent. We continue to work around the clock to restore power after the hurricane-level devastation from the historic ice storm, which led to both local and state disaster declarations. We are currently focused on the 4% of our customers who still remain without power. We are working diligently around the clock to restore your service. We have not forgotten about you, and we will continue to work until everyone's lights are back on. More than 96% of our customers now have power. From around the time that I spoke with you yesterday, we've restored power to about 19,000 more customers, and we have completed nearly 333,000 restorations since the beginning of this historic ice storm. Currently, there are about 1,100 outages affecting approximately 21,000 customers. For those of you who are still without power, I am sorry for how long this is taking. I wish that I could give you a specific estimate for your specific outage. We know it's hard for you to plan without that information. Unfortunately, the complexity and severity of the ice storm damage for each individual outage just hasn't allowed us to give a more granular estimate for restoration. To give customers something to plan, I tasked the team with determining a general time frame for restoring the majority of remaining outages. The estimate includes the following factors: rate of restoration since the start of the storm, number of workers involved in the restoration process, a more complete assessment of the damage, and anticipated rainy and windy weather that has been forecasted. We now have a goal of Sunday, February 12th to complete restorations for those ready to receive power. But impending rain, wind, and thunderstorms this week could further complicate our efforts. We continue to restore customers each day, and many customers will be restored well before Sunday. You in the community can help us meet our goal by not interfering with our crews' ability to access work sites. If our crews feel unsafe and must leave due to threatening environment, that will slow our restoration efforts. We will assess this goal and provide an update midweek. This goal could not be realistic without the help we are receiving from mutual aid crews. So we wanted to come here to the staging grounds to show the massive coordination efforts that are underway. With me today is Craig Brooks, one of our field operations directors who is overseeing mutual aid restoration support. I'll now turn it over to Craig to talk about these coordination efforts to bring mutual aid to help. Thanks.
Thank you, Jackie. Like Jackie mentioned, I'm Craig Brooks, Director of Field Operations. I also manage this mutual aid staging site. First off, I want to start off by thanking the customers. Being in the field, spending some time with our customers out in the field, we've gotten lots of good reports from the customers, a lot of thanks. Thank you for that. It really does uplift our crews, and we're thankful for all the gratitude that we've received in this trying time. TxDOT. I want to thank TxDOT for allowing us to use this facility, HEB for their support, Suncoast for providing fuel, the Austin Energy teams that have been helping us provide support through all this restoration. A couple of challenges that we've been facing in the field. Trees. Lots of trees. Of course, this was an act of nature. So I do continue to ask you all to provide us a little bit of grace. We're doing our best to get out here, trim trees, maintain your property as best we can. We have to get these trees out of here to get your lines up. It takes a little bit of time. And again, I'm sorry to the people that have spent a considerable amount of time without service. So now I'm speaking to the 4% that are still out. We're coming. Jackie mentioned that the weather is going to get bad. The weather will get bad, but we'll be out working. We'll continue to work long hours. These guys are working 16-hour days. They're a long way from home. Some of these guys have come as far as Louisiana, Alabama. We have a lot of Texas crews in here, and everybody's here to help. We're in the business of getting the lights on. That's what linemen do, and I take my hats off to these guys that left their families safe and sound to come here and help us here in the city of Austin. So again, 405 mutual aid employees have traveled here from all over the area to help us out. These guys, they're out in the field right now. You see trucks everywhere. But again, they're out. Just give them, continue to uplift them, continue to just get out of their way so they can go to work. One thing that we have faced as far as a challenge is some irate customers. We understand that you're upset. These guys came to help, and they're not here to, they don't deserve that. So just make sure that we're doing our best to get out of their way and let them do what they do best. And again, we're not going home until you have lights. When it's raining, there'll be crews out working. So when you see a lineman out doing some work, thank them and just let them do what they get paid to do. I'll turn it back over to Jackie.
Thank you, Craig. We know that mutual aid efforts are changing, and today we know that some crews are having to leave to go back home to prepare for the impending weather in their service areas. Craig and his team have already found replacements for those workers, and thank you to Tempest Energy for providing 60 additional workers to support our restoration efforts. In all, we have more than 400 mutual aid personnel joining our 630-member Austin Energy team in the field working on restorations. That is more than 1,000 individuals to bring your lights back on. And at this staging facility, it might seem odd. Nobody's here. You're not seeing any vehicles. You're not seeing those mutual aid crews. But that's a good thing. That means they're out in the field and they're working to restore your service. Thank you.
We'll take questions now one at a time, please. Can you address more about crews getting threats from people? Is it anything beyond verbal, or is it just verbal, or what's going on there?
Some verbal. Some people are protecting their property. We even have, of course, we're working 24 hours a day. So as our crews are out working, sometimes we may surprise the customer, and they may come out and address our crews. So that's what's happening with some of these incidents with the customers.
Have you had to leave any sites as of this so far?
No, we have not, but we will. If our crews, the safety of our crews is the most important thing that we have. We will not put them in harm's way. Our internal crews, especially not the guys that are coming in to help from other places. My number one priority is making sure these guys get home the way they showed up here.
So at this point, these threats have not inhibited y'all's repair?
We have one.
We have one. We had to contact Austin Police Department, but that's the only report we have so far.
That 4% without power, are there certain common issues across the board there, or those the lower priorities? Curious why that's the 4%.
Every customer is our priority. Trees. We have so many customers without power, and we have a certain amount of crews to help restore. And we're just trying to be as efficient as we can and systematically work down through those outages.
What's making the fixes that still need to be done more challenging? I know the trees, but any other factors coming up?
Well, these are the small customer outages. A lot of those, a lot of trees, a lot of wire down. Some of them are access issues. So little things like that. It's random things that just slow down restorations, and it's typical for this type of event.
I know Austin Energy also mentioned once the power does get on in some of these areas, there are going to be some customers that have to fix things on their own property. Can you talk about that? What the next step for them is? You still have to wait till that power comes back on before I assume you can figure that stuff out.
Well, a lot of the customers that have damage to their facilities, they'll have to enlist a local electrician to make repairs to their facilities, and then we'll disconnect it and come back later when they're ready, and we'll hook up their power.
Is the 4% located in a specific area, or is it spread?
It is spread out across our territory.
When we talk about the wind and rain that's going to be coming out later this week, how much is that going to inhibit your work? Are we talking even if it's a light drizzle, we could see delays, or is it more just as long as there's not severe weather?
Well, anytime that we have inclement weather, it slows down the restoration. We have to think about driving in the city, and it's just not our guys out there on the highway. We're against the traffic, and everybody knows how bad the traffic here is in Austin. And just the work that we do, making sure that everything is grounded, it's safe for our guys to complete this work.
A question for you, Jackie. I believe this would be critical
She may not be on our medically vulnerable registry, and so we have a registry that customers that have conditions that warrant that they need medical devices and support of that kind can get a declaration from their doctor, and we add them to our medically vulnerable registry. And we have a team of people that help to case manage those folks. One of the requirements for being on that registry is to have a backup plan and contacts for us. So if we're not able to reach you, then we are able to reach your contact person. If we're unable to do that, we actually send the team out into the field to check on those customers. So it may be a circumstance that this person has not registered for the medically vulnerable, but I would encourage her to call 512-322-9100 to report her situation. We are having some people that have not responded. We have had some of their contacts that have not responded, and we have sent people to the field, and we have had a few customers, less than a handful, that have not responded to us. So if we come to your location, to your residence to help you, and you don't respond, then that creates a challenge for us. And if we think there's something that somebody really is home and we're not getting a response, then we'll engage our emergency services through the city.
You know how many people on that team that go out and address this? Like I said, she is on the list, I believe, and she's been at her home the whole time.
We can look into that, and if you can get her name to us, you can get that to Matt, and we'll follow up with you.
I want to keep moving a little bit. Yes.
You know, this was a natural disaster. The chairman of the Public Utility Commission of Texas has likened it to an ice hurricane. The amount of devastation and damage that is out there, that is across our entire service territory, is something that is historic. And so I think that one of the things is we have to help our customers understand the challenges that we have in restoring power after such a devastating event occurs, and maybe a reset with expectations.
So when you see the mayor, city council members, the declaration today, Spencer Cronk saying, I don't know if you can address this, Spencer. There's a lot of finger pointing, it seems like, to them.
You know, we know how frustrated and angry people are. But our sole focus right now is restoring power to each and every one of our customers, and that's where our focus will remain until every person's lights are back on.
So to put it differently, you have not yet run diagnostics on where you think lapses were, where you think problem areas were, things of that nature?
We always do an after-action review of any major event that we have. We are a learning organization. We really pride ourselves on continuous improvement. And so we are documenting things that we're learning throughout this event that will become observations in our after-action review, and we will come up with plans to address those things. We'll either put them into our standard operating procedures, they may be one-time fixes, they may be things on how we address future events. All of those things will be looked at, and we will incorporate those into our planning, into our operations, and into our procedures going forward. Well, one of the things that you may know is that there is a resolution that will be discussed with Council to look at our vegetation management program. Mr. Richards has been to some of these press conferences and shared with you that several years ago we actually went in and adjusted our vegetation management guidelines to give us better clearance, and we are working through the system. It's a big system, and we can't get all those trees trimmed overnight, and it takes a process, and there's a cycle of approximately 5 to 7 years depending on the type of tree. Is it slow growing? Is it fast growing? And it's going to take us approximately 3 more years to get the whole system trimmed out. But customers can help too by managing things, and if they see something, to report it to us so that we can get that onto our list to take care of. So thank you for that question.
Had a few people reach out to our station saying they've seen a number of trucks, not only Austin Energy,
Okay. The crews, they start here. We have tailboards, and all the crews are assigned their employee in charge, an Austin Energy employee, takes these foreign crews out in the field. Now, when they get to their work location, they will find a spot where they can congregate and they can talk about the work that they're about to perform. So when you do see these trucks congregated in an area, they're having these discussions on safety, on the work that they need to perform. The closest hospitals, all these things that we talk about in our tailboards, so everyone can stay as safe as they can and we can have a game plan and restore power as quickly as possible.
Have any of your crews suffered any injuries in all this as they work through some severe weather and of course it's clear now?
No, sir, I'm very proud to say that we have gone throughout this incident without any accidents, any injuries.
Are you crews going to multiple jobs a day, or is it just kind of one, two?
It depends on the job site, the devastation. They work, they get it done, they move to another one. So yes, they could be hitting multiple job sites in the course of a day.
To give customers an understanding, what's the longest? I know there's certain time periods that might be a quick fix or long. What's the longest y'all have seen a job site day?
2 days. A tower collapsed and took down multiple spans of our primary conductor and poles, and our communications tower. And our CenterPoint Energy mutual aid crews took that on. They completed their work in 2 days.
Were any citations or charges issued in these incidents that APD had to be called?
I'm sorry.
Were there any citations or charges against individuals when you had to call APD?
I'm not aware.
Got time for two more. Anyone?
I have a quick question. This may be for Jackie. We obviously saw the state of emergency declared at the state level over the weekend. Is there any early indications on where you would like to see funding go towards on that state of emergency declaration?
Well, one of the things we would like to see some funding go to assisting our customers. We know that, and if you've driven around the community, that customers' houses have been impacted. Depending on what their insurance is, there may be additional needs that they have. They may need support with covering their deductible. And their automobiles, some people's automobiles, and maybe if they only had liability insurance, that might be the only car that they have. And if a tree came down on that and destroyed it in this event, different things like that could be outreach, and just the repairs that are going to need to be done on their end. From our perspective, one of the benefits of that declaration is that all of this mutual support that we're bringing in will qualify for FEMA reimbursement, and so these additional costs that we're incurring will not have to be borne by our customers.
Last one.
We're now being told that Sunday is kind of the expected power restoration date for nearly all customers. Can you first of all maybe clarify what nearly means, and then talk about so people understand maybe why the timeline has been underestimated for earlier dates, right?
So when we first tried to give an estimate of timeline for restoration, we hadn't been out to be able to fully patrol all of the areas and fully understand the extent of the damage. And so with our experience from past storms, typically you would have a circuit that would be down, and you would be able to go out, get that circuit restored, and that would restore a much larger group of customers than what we saw this time, because in this event there were multiple impacts to circuits. So it wasn't just go out and remove this impediment. It was also about, okay, that's not it. There's this, there's two more, there's two poles, there's guy wires, there's a cross arm, and it's just, the whole service territory was impacted by that. And so what the team did is, as I explained earlier, is they took that information and they looked at how we've been doing on restorations. They looked at the amount of resources, people, and things that we have available, and they put that together to come up with that estimate. Now, because I've been reporting every day how many customers that we've restored, and it was about 19,000 since we met around when we met yesterday. And we'll continue. We'll continue around the clock. We'll continue to add those restorations, and we'll continue to see those numbers of customers with power go up and those without go down. And customers will see this happen. It's not that the remaining customers aren't going to be restored until Sunday. there may be a few because there's a lot of work to get done until we get to that point. And they also took into account the potential impact based on the weather forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday, the weather that's coming in. So depending on how significant that is, the real concern there is the trees are compromised. The trees are compromised. We had drought going into this, then we had all that ice, and that's a lot of weight. For those of you that saw that structure yesterday where we were out on site and how complicated that restoration was, if we get high winds, if we get more moisture in the ground, and then we get high enough winds or wind gusts, we could potentially, people's trees could come over and cause more outages and more work for repair. So we just need to monitor and manage that.
Cronk, any last words, taking into account the frustration
Sure.
of the people?
Just want to again reiterate Jackie's statement on our sole focus is on this response to this historic winter event, and we will not rest until we have every single one of our customers with power again. This is an event that we have never seen before, and we need to support our crews. Craig did a great job of explaining some of the incredible work that is happening and the mutual aid that is here. So that's where our focus is, and we appreciate everyone's time this afternoon. Thank you.